This is the second part of the fork filling in. The first part I thought I would get done in 3 minutes, but sadly no. Here we are, filling in more of the detail. As I mentioned, on these forks from a 1960s bike, the telescopic element is covered by a huge rubber ribbed gaiter. Take that as you will. And this is me filling in the detail of each of the 8 ribs. And as you can see, this is quite painful, having to replicate the same level of shading 8 times or 9. In fact, I can't count how many ribs there were on this. Number plate is done on the front of the bike, and for those of you who have already worked out, it is my initials and some of the numbers from my date of birth. Interesting thing about this bike is that they have redone it in recent times. I've done various versions of it as well. But there's something for me about the classic bike, the simplicity of the air-cooled engine and the design as well, with standard bolts. A lot of modern bikes have very specific components manufactured and tooled. All the tooling's ready for them to make smaller oil reserves. Here there are clearly no radiators on the front of this bike because it's air-cooled as per the fins on the engine block. But I just think it's a very cool design. Although I am not particularly fond of the drum brakes, I think discs add a level of technical coolness to bikes these days with nice gold calipers. You can add a lot more detail to it. With a drum brake, all you've got is the lever and cable on the outside. You really have no idea what's going on, and to be fair, they don't look particularly pretty. A few of the bikes in this series that I'm doing on Best of British Motorcycles carry drum brakes. I think it's only when I get in